Welcome to Sidecar Games. I am Kevin Manley, and this is Hearthstone After Dark. Today, we're feeling lucky. And we're feeling lucky by playing a stupid deck. 30 legendaries, and I call this deck, legendary, because I'm unoriginal. So, what do we got going on in this deck? We got the Fergal Murgleton. We got Blood and Age Thanos to get some card draw. We have Bronzebeard as an early drop. We have King Mukla as an early drop. Also fills their hand. Maybe I can mill him, kill him. We have Tinkmaster Overspark. Maybe I can turn something huge into a 1-1. Or make it a 5-5 and hate my life. We have Elise because what this deck needs is more legendaries. I heard you like legendaries. I put legendaries on that legendaries. We have Harrison Jones to take care of weapons. We have Leroy Jenkins to remove something huge. We have Nexus Champion Sarad to actually get some spells in this deck. Bolf Ramshield to be a shield. We have Karen Bloodhoof to be a Bloodhoof. We have Emperor Thorson to drop everything down low. We have Justicar Trueheart to buff up whatever we get from the Murgle Fergleton. Reno Jackson, because goddamn, I'll need to heal. Sylvanas, get rid of some cool shit. Baron Geddon, take care of Zulok. Chilma, take care of Zulok and be a Tonto. Eragic the Pier, you have a big board against you, drop it all down to 1/1s. That's a lot less health you're losing every turn. Double Ragnaros, because why the fuck not? We got Tyrion. We got Alexstrasza. I'm just breaking down the cards. Okay, basically, there's a lot of fucking legendaries in this deck. There's 30 of them to be exact. So we're running one-ofs, which means that Reno Jackson synergy is all about town. So we're going to take it downtown. We're at rank 19. I did a little bit of recording, and by recording, I mean I wasn't actually recording the audio, so I'm doing another one for you guys. And so I was ranked 20 this morning, and I was really excited because I got 2 wins in my last session. Both of them were concedes. So this just might be a concede paladin, but we'll find out. Hey, I'm playing another paladin. Let me take a bet and guess that he's not playing my deck. He's not playing what we're playing because we're animals. We like it in the rank 19, rank 20 area. We like being in the slums because that's when we see weird shit. I see weird cards all the time at this rank. Someone plays a card and I'm like, a Magma Rager? What is a Magma Rager doing in your deck? I commend you, sir. You're trying to make the Unicorn Priest. Everyone's after this goddamn Unicorn Priest. And perhaps Purify is the key. I don't think it is. But, maybe Blizzard knows what to do with this class that everyone wants to love but hates to hate right now. Because it's so bad. But I love Priest. I mean, I made my Malagos Priest. It did not do well. But hey, it was a Priest. And I like Priest deck. Priest was in the last expansion when you had Light Bomb and Vol'jin in there. Priest was just such a beautiful class. You were able to take care of everything. You were able to clean up shop. You could make crazy, awesome Shadow Form decks because you would be able to Vol'jin something huge and then use your Shadow Form hero power to take care of it, It was always nice. But alas, that doesn't exist now. We're going to blow this crystal up. Listen to this. Ooh, yeah. Oh, what? It didn't break. Where's the break? Where's the break? It's supposed to... Maybe if I... Oh, I need to turn off my notifications. Sorry, guys. Turn those off. Turn off Do Not Disturb. All right. So, now that you saw me making plans, hope I didn't. Oh, I probably. You know what? We'll cover it up in post. We'll fix it live. We'll fix it live. Don't worry about it. We are here to play a deck. So, the reason why I decided to play this deck was because it's super cool. No, my buddy Chris and I were hanging out last night with our buddy Ryan. Not to exclude him, but Chris and I were the ones talking about Hearthstone, so that's why. Ryan, wasn't the aforementioned party. You know what I'm saying? Being awkward this morning. So Chris and I were talking, and we were talking about the new cards in One Night in Karazhan. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that's coming out today. So we'll probably be playing that today a little bit too. So in the One Night in Karazhan expansion, there is the Curator. And Chris saw my review of the cards when they were first dropped and how I was kind of lukewarm about the Curator. And granted, I'm not the best Hearthstone player. I'm not the best at analyzing this stuff. So I'm probably a bit off when I'm talking about cards, to be honest. But what I was looking at in the One Night in Karazhan expansion was when I was looking at the Curator, I didn't see the full potential. And what Chris was explaining to me was saying, in certain deck archetypes, it could be really good. Say you want to draw a particular dragon. That would be really nice. Say you want to pull, Alex Straza or a Ysera. That allows you to play that card. I believe it's a turn 7 card. You play that on turn 7, and it actually picks up from your deck, and it takes care of some business. What does this do? Give a divine... I don't want divine shield. Boldness. We're going to drop this. We're going to kill this guy. Because we're going to try to avoid him giving divine shields to stuff. Because that's where things get out of hand quickly. So Chris was, talking to me about the possibilities of the Curator. And it got me a little more excited. Because I was like, oh, you can pull specific cards. You don't have to build your entire deck around the synergy of having a ton of Beast, Dragon, and Murlocs. And he was like, I wouldn't even throw a Murloc into that deck at all. So it's not a matter of, hey, draw 3 cards with this. It's draw specific cards. And that sounds like an idiot part of me for not getting that immediately. But hey, that's how I roll. So that's what we were talking about. But then we were also talking about that new legendary that does, and I wish I knew names of cards, that dropped the 5 legendaries into your deck at the start of the game. And we're like, God, like that's not super consistent. It's not the super best, but where could it fit? And that's when we got on the topic of a 30 legendary deck. And in a 30 legendary deck, that's pretty good because you already have 30 legendaries. They're already kind of, it's a bullshit deck already. You may as well just have more bullshit. All right, we're going to drop this. We're going to tap that. We're going to draw a card. Oh, look at that. Look at that. There's the man right there. When this guy's Paladin board gets out of control, we're going to drop this guy, and it's going to become all good, baby. Although, granted, he's going to be playing a lot of 1/1s anyway. But, we'll see. So, we're talking about the 30 legendary deck, theory crafting it a bit and that. And then we were talking about Barnes. And God, Barnes is going to be super awesome in this deck. If you don't know, Barnes is the 3-mana card, or 4-mana. Gosh, I should know more about these cards. I should have a little cheat sheet at the ready. But, I'm not that prepared. So Barnes is the card who the cool effect is he's a decent body who then pulls a card from your deck, turns it into a 1/1, and slaps it on the table, or copies it, puts it on the table. And in a 30 legendary deck, that's pretty cool because you can pull out a Thorson, drop all the card costs. You can pull a mini Bulf Ram Shield, which wouldn't do a lot, but hey, it would get there. It would block 1 damage. Okay, I was trying to look at cards in my hand that could do something, and I was like, oh, not the most. But you could pull out a mini Ysera. You could pull out a Ragnaros, either of the Ragnarai. You could pull out any of the Sweet Death Rattles, like a Sylvanas, or... Ooh, shit. We're pretty low. I think this is where I just Reno. I think that's what I do. I was like, what do I do here? I was looking at Bulf Ram Shield, and then right next to him is Reno the Man Jackson. God, Reno Jackson has got to be one of my favorite cards in Hearthstone because it challenges you to limit the consistency of your deck by only putting in one-ofs or putting very few duplicates and hoping that you draw them before you need the healing of Reno Jackson. And he's a okay body, but what I like about him the most is he just saves you in the nick of time, and he makes control decks a lot more interesting because they aren't relying on those consistent board clears, like having Priest back in the day, having 2 light bombs, things like that. He challenges you to make very bold choices with your gameplay, and I like that. I appreciate that. Feels right. So we're not doing so hot because this 9-mana thingy over here, this is causing me a lot of grief. This is causing me a lot of trouble. What I could use here is a taunt. A taunt would be great. Wolf Ramshield's just going to die in one hit to that. But maybe he'll be dumb and just hit it with his dumb face. That does tend to happen. Gosh, this being nerfed to a 1 attack is really unfortunate for me. Oh. We have the man himself. Boom! We live to fight another day. All right, we're going to tag this guy. There we go. We did it. We found the solution. We cracked the puzzle. I told you. The peer is the purest. He's the pure one himself. So what am I going to do here? I'm looking at my hand. I'm not feeling fantastic.
Let me think.
What I really want is the Fergal Murgleton so that I can get a different hero power, either healing or armor up, so then I can get that synergy going on. I'm looking for a Mukla so then I can use those bananas. Oh, I don't have of the Tyrant in here. I cut him for... What early drop did I cut him for? Oh, Tinkmaster over Spark. That's what I did. God damn. I'm really having an issue with these 3/3s. These change in attack guys. Well, what can we do here? We're limited in options, guys. Other than the one option we have. How low are we? We're pretty low. So I could try to heal, but he might heal the Reno. I could Thorson and hope that I live another turn. He has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage on the board. I don't feel super confident with that. I can't clear anything really. What do you think, guys? What do you think I should do here? I know I'm not streaming, but I'm really curious. God. Well, Ragnaros is the king of YOLOs. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, I just decreased my chances significantly of getting healed. Live insect, yes! Ragnaros is the man! He knew who needed healed the most, and he got it done. That's why you believe in Sweet Swag and Rag. You drop him down, he gets the job done. Either version. Look at this. Look at the art design. God, I love that. I wish she was as big if I hovered on the board, but I guess you want to see the board. God, Ragnaros. I love Ragnaros. This was one of the first legendaries I crafted because look at him. He's just dealing 8 damage all over the place. He's somewhat hard to kill, especially after... God. Ugh. Okay. Now we're in a scary place again. What we need is Ragnaros to keep providing. Oh my gosh. Okay. What do I need here? I think I found it, guys. All right. So, what's the most?
How much?
Let's hit that.
I will not hold back.
Let's hit that. We're probably not going to heal ourselves this turn. So that's probably the best. That gets rid of a lot of it. So that doesn't feel super great, but 4, 5, 6. Does he have one? Yeah. All right. So not going so great with the first round here. It is a bullshit deck. I'm never gonna win while recording, am I? It's kind of a 50-50 deck. Like, I don't think this deck is necessarily as bad as my Why the Malagos Not. I don't think it's as bad as that, but it is definitely bad. It definitely has a chance to win. It's not going to be like, I play 20 games, I win 1, and I'm like, yes, I feel amazing. Like, it has a little bit more consistency than that, especially when people just force quit. So we're going to do one more. And so yeah. So I'm going to the Oceanside Film Festival today, which is a film festival that goes 8 days in Oceanside, and my buddy Sterling, he is the organizer for it. So he helps, line up all the different movies that come in. He makes sure, guests are accommodated. He is one of the jurors for the documentary film portion of it. And he's all around a good dude. And so I'm going down there to support him today. And I'm really excited because today, if you have the chance to go today, if you see this, hopefully I'll post this in time for you guys to at least hear this. But there's this documentary that's going to be there called The Whimsical Imagineer. And The Whimsical Imagineer is about one of the OG Disney Imagineers. So this guy worked directly with Walt Disney, and he's a San Diego local. And, he only made the Tiki Room, which is by far my favorite attraction at Disneyland. I know what you're thinking. Kevin, what about Splash Mountain? What about Space Mountain? What about the Matterhorn? What about what about the other mountains? All of the mountains, Kevin. What do you think of these mountains? And I'll take your mountains and I'll raise you a Tiki Room, because the Tiki Room is relaxing. The Tiki Room is fun. It has whimsy. It has enjoyment. And by whimsy, I mean whimsy, which he is the whimsical Imagineer, so seems fitting, right? But I love the Tiki Room. I have some great memories of just hanging out in there with friends, with family. You can just sit in there and they'll be like, all right, everyone clear out for the next show. And you can just ask the attendant, like, hey, can we just sit here? Sometimes I just sit there and don't move and no one says anything. And like when the next group of people comes in, they're just like, someone's already sitting in my seat. That's where I was going to sit. I'm going to armor up. And it's just a really fun show. And there's one thing that always gets me, though. In the Tiki Room, when they're singing one of their songs, like, this is how the birdies sing, tweet, 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 like whatever that is. I don't even know if this is the song, but that is, I believe, one of the songs they sing. And one of the flowers, there's the different beds of flowers, but there's these ones that look like trumpet flowers. I don't know the names of flowers, but we'll go with trumpet flowers, like that. It has they make one of the petals like almost is it amorphic, where you personify anyway, inanimate object. Anyway, so it opens up its mouth, its flower mouth, and then the bottom petal. Who runs that card? Destroy a frozen minion, you clever fox. So bottom petal like flips down and does like this like tongue like blah, 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 blah thing, and it's just hilarious to see. I love it so much. And you know, that's one of the things that you get when you go to the tiki room. But it also has the super racist birds. Because this was made in like the 50s or whatever. And like the Mexican bird is like, well, I don't think we should do that. Because, you know, he's super lazy or whatever. And then there's like the French bird who just wants to fuck. And there's, oh God, what other birds did they have? I don't know, man. But the tiki room is hilarious. I mean, it just brings races. Oh, no. Well, I think you know what's happening next turn. Is we're going to have to heal because this guy's going to go face. Because he's going to clear this off with some BS. Yep, here comes the BS. Oh, damn. I don't know what I'm going to do, guys. At least I'll be getting 4 armor. Oh, no. Here we go. Here we go. This is the beginning of the end. Well, we're not going to win another game, it looks like. Unless I can chill maw here. Chill maw is an interesting option. I could chill maw this turn, try to clear his board, and get rid of these 2, and then hopefully be able to Reno next turn. Because he has 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 on the board. That would mean Reno would just... I don't think this is worth it. Could it be worth it? No, Chilma would be better. Because Chilma would clear. Well, no, because he would just run this into Chilma, probably. Oh, gosh.
Let me think.
My magic is
All right. Let's see how he handles this. I'm nervous. Super nervous, guys. Oh, gosh. I'm scared. Okay. Sorry, I'm super nervous. I'm gonna stop talking about the tiki room for a second. Do something crazy, do something crazy, do something crazy. Yes! That did nothing. So we're gonna Reno now, aren't we?
My magic will tear you apart.
We're gonna be rich.
Okay. So, tiki room. So it has... Really? God... Ugh. We're not doing hot. Is there anything else that's new? But we'll figure this out. So the tiki room was just a blast. I always loved it. One of my other favorite rides, the Haunted Mansion. Same Imagineer. He's the one who figured out how to do all the really cool effects going on in there. I believe he even did the dancing ghosts in the ballroom. That weird, super ahead of its time, trick mirror situation that they did, which I absolutely love. And I've watched videos on how they did it, and I still am a dummy and just can't comprehend how they could accomplish that. Love it. It's super good. But yeah, he did that. He did the spinning ride and all that. Some of the spinny rocket rides. I wonder if he did the People Movers, because People Mover is one of my favorite rides. So what do we have going on here? Well, I can clear the 2 biggest threats right now with this, which I might do. Or I could drop them all to 1 health, but then he's still getting off consistent BS. We're going to do this. Because now we're essentially at 27 health. That's how math works. That's how armor works. But yeah, I'm super excited to see this documentary. It's kind of short, but I think it's 30 minutes. But you know, it's a little documentary about a San Diego resident who, you know, made history. He made our childhood. I mean, how exciting is that? It's super cool. So I think I'm gonna drop the pier one. Eadric the pier. The pierced. The Piet. Piet? Would that be right? Or do I do Tyrion or Sagoth? I think we're going to do this. We're going to make those cheap or make them light. That felt good. I mean, it was mostly to get rid of this 5/5.
Someday I'll be just like you.
You will. That's exciting. What is he going to do here? He's going to polymorph that. This is looking up for us, guys. That Reno, I think the deciding factor was when I played Chilmaw instead of Reno first. That set up a lot of good situations. Because then I was able to drop Baron Geddon. That felt good. That felt right. So do I Tyrion now? Or do I just get 2 minions out? Something good, something good, something good. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Yes, that's a good one. Oh, but his effect doesn't trigger? Oh, because this was at the end of the turn, which means this came out after the end of my turn. Interesting. So it already did its checks.
Someday I'll be just like
Huh.
you.
What if this was... Huh. Not sure how I feel about that. Well, he still can clear my Thorson, which would be a bummer. Clearing the Thorson would be a bummer. I would not like that. But we do have this beast right here. A 10-10 for 10. Oh. Really? What are you doing, good sir? You're clearing that. You're more afraid of that. Wow. This guy's a lot of clearage going on here. Oh, because the apprentice herself. Well, we get to keep the Thorson, which is good. So what I think I'm going to do is... Let's get these cards a little bit lower, a little more manageable. Make them bite-sized. Little bite-sized cards. We might win this one, guys. Unless he does a crazy Yogg-Saron play, which I feel like that's the kind of deck he's playing. It's just going to churn through a bunch of spells and wreck shop. I'm feeling confident, though. I'm feeling good. We have Nexus Champion Sarad here. We're going to get some spells in our hand. We have Nefarian. We're going to get some spells in our hand. We have Sylvanas because she's cool. This guy, look at him. And there's always that consideration that I am ranked 20 right now, so it's not like I'm playing against the most hardcore of decks all the time. Although this one doesn't seem bad. Like, this seems like a decent deck. Like, what is this one? If you have a minion with spell damage, gain +2/+2. And there's value in that. There's value in that for sure. So we have that going on. Gosh, this guy's a hero. And I'm looking for a hero in the middle of the night. I'm hoping it heals the Slytherin. Team Slytherin. Yes! That's perfect. I like that. Gosh, this Ragnaros card. In a 30 legendary deck, he's really exciting. Because you don't have a lot going on with like Healy type minions or spells that heal, you don't really have a lot of control over keeping your minions healthy and all that. So at the end game, like this combo right here between these two guys, that's pretty solid. Is he going to polymorph that? Oh, he's going to freeze them. He's going to mutually freeze. You can't cast a spell on that. Ha! Yeah, not being able to knock it with the spell is pretty powerful.
Runs out on me.
You can't put a spell on that, dude. Yeah, you can't do it. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna lose your two crazy minions over here, is what it looks like. You can't hero power it either. That's not how that card works. What am I gonna do here? I think we're gonna negotiate. 2 damage. Not good enough. Let's get to the museum. So what's really good about what I did there was when I did the Chilmaw Reno turn order, I basically reset the clock, which was good. I'm glad I reset that clock because I was for sure going to die, but resetting that clock got me to a really strong position. And I think what I'm gonna do.
I have no time for games.
Let's get rid of one of these taunts. So I'm feeling confident. Feeling really good, guys. I think we have this one in the bag. Polymorph the Sylvanas, okay. He's running out of options because he's used a Flame Strike, he's used polymorphs. His big gamble here is if he has Yogg-Saron. If he has Yogg-Saron, it could go either way. Like, Yogg-Saron is just the most fun BS. I'm actually really hoping that's what he does because it could be quite funny and I'll laugh very hard. Oh my gosh. Gosh, this 30 legendary deck, like, what I like about decks like this is it gives you the opportunity to just, A, have some fun, but B,
Put your faith in the
la 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 la. What I like about it is it's such a slow deck that you have to just spiral out of control and then recover, as most control decks do, but this one does it in such a unique way because you don't have spells to help with the recovery. You have to rely on very specific minion effects to clear the boards. Like Eadric the Peer, I love the fact that he like turns everything into a 1/1. Dropping Baron Geddon to take care of low drops, I think that's a really fun way to get rid of something. And even using Leroy Jenkins as a burn spell as opposed to a face damage sort of minion, there's something really exciting about that for me. Wow, you got lucky there. Okay. So I don't have a ton of options. This actually isn't a terrible place for me to do that. Oh. What? No, because I think I only have Chilmaw in the rings there. Which wouldn't be terrible. Perfect.
for justice. Job done.
Perfect. I should have hit first before dropping both Ram Shield. That was a bit of a mistake, but yeah, that was a mistake. Like, let's be real. Oh. Oh, that's a fun card to put in your deck. Yeah. Freeze a random enemy. Oh. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. So he's already done, whatchamacallit, both sheepies. Unless he has the other transform, or polymorph boar. Wow, that's actually really cool how he's blocking that, that synergy. This is really cool. I like what he's doing with this card here. It's really slowing down my plays. I don't know how well it's going to work out for him. Because now he's just going to go for... Well, he can't freeze all my guys again. Unless he just keeps pulling it. Which means I'll be able to get some board clear going on here. Like, he's really in a tricky situation now. I don't see him pulling out of this one. Give a minion +5/+5. At the start of your next turn, destroy it. That could be fun. Fact.
For justice.
Oh, we won. Look at that, guys. It took us a little while to get there, but we did it. So, officially have won a game on Sidecar Games. If you click on the video on the left, you'll see me playing a Malagos Priest that I fail at. On the right, you'll see us playing Overwatch for our happy hour with Dustin on there. Me and Dustin playing happy hour. And yeah, hope you guys had a fun time. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and we'll catch you next time on Sidecar Games.